Sunshine. Yes, my room is a mess. And I have no makeup on. We're going to do makeup together because I got to go to the doctor's office. So I have a doctor's appointment today. Finally getting in the doctor's office because I have this reoccurring thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it reoccurs on my knee mainly, but I've gotten it in other places, but it always comes back in the same spot. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really small right now, but sometimes it'll stretch the whole length. There's some scabs from old ones, and I really want to find out what it is. So I will be going to the doctor. And I will be doing my makeup because good morning. Good morning. I should have put my contacts in. Are these my contacts? Dude, if they are, that would be great. So I figured I'll chat with you guys. Bro, what contacts was I wearing then? There's a pair of contacts. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm gonna do my makeup. This is the way I have been doing my makeup for the last couple of days. Dude, my sheets are like falling off the bed over there. What a mess. Because I have sunburn a little bit. My skin was peeling. It's nice and moisturized right now. And I don't have a foundation that really matches my skin color right now. So I've just been kind of just concealing some areas that are, problematic, like under my eyes, and then not really doing a full face of makeup. But you know what? I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna bring you guys in the bathroom for a second because I need to wash my hands. I'm gonna put my contacts in so I can see you guys while I chat. How is everybody today? How are you doing? Hold on, I just gotta wash my hands real quick. And I made the mistake the other day of not washing my hands before I put my contacts in. And oh my God, dude. Bad idea. I mean, my hands were clean. It was just, I got out of the shower. I put, moisturizer and serums on my face. And then I put my contacts in. And dude, my eye was fucking burning from, I guess, one of my serums got on my eyeball. And that was not a very fun experience. And now my hands are saturated. I don't have a towel. Let me go grab my towel real quick. I guess, oh wait, I need my, hold on. I need my, not just my towel, but I need my contact lens solution as well. What is going on here with the sheets? They're like fucking coming up. We've had the same problem with this bed always, that our sheets just don't like to stay on the bed. Anyway, how's everybody? Haven't seen you in a while. Looking gorgeous. Oh, thank you. All right, let me go grab my contact lens solution real quick. And I'm going to put my contacts in. My room is a mess. There's clothes everywhere. We just got back from our trip. I still haven't done my laundry, and there's still like clothes everywhere from when I was packing that I haven't cleaned up so good yet. Eye-open experience. Oh yeah, my eye was burning, girl. It was burning. Oh, that's a little too high, huh? All right. So these are the contacts I was looking for. I don't know, dude. I have like 100 pairs of opened contacts right now. These are the ones that I brought on my trip. So these are my newest pair. Dude, does anybody else wear contacts? Because I don't wear mine every day. Not even close to every day. All right. I look totally weird while I do this, so don't mind me and my acrobats here. Don't ask me why I wrap my head around like that, but the landscapers are here, so the dog is barking. I always forget to put my contacts in before I do my makeup, and I actually remembered today. But anyway, what was I saying? I forgot. So, contacts. So, all right. I don't wear my contacts every day. I feel like I wear them more in the summer just because, like, does anybody else feel really hot when they have glasses on? I don't know. Glasses make me feel hot for some reason. Like, they make me sweat. and I sweat a lot from my fucking head for some reason. But anyway, this is like disturbing. Sorry. Okay, now I can see somewhat. But anyway, so like I'll leave my contacts sitting up on like the counter, the bathroom counter, and like for like weeks at a time, sometimes like a month at a time. And what do you call it? Sometimes I'll go in there and there'll be no solution left. And I'm like, where did the solution go? My head looks enormous in this fucking viewfinder. I'll be like, where did all my contact lens solution go? Like it just evaporated in the case. Like that doesn't make sense. I don't know how that happens. Does anybody else have that happen? It's hoping not to see hairy armpits. No. I have scars in my armpits though. I tried waxing them the other day. That didn't work. It pulled out a few hairs, but I have like really bad thick armpit hair. I wish I could get electrolysis or whatever they call it. Hold on. There's little clothes on this chair. Oh my god. It's like a mess in here. I need to clean my room badly. Anyway, dude, so we were on vacation when we were in Tampa. My husband and I are, we're in the pool. My son went on like, I don't know, he went on some like excursion with this other family. So we're sitting there talking to this girl and she comes walking up no, I'm sorry. It wasn't at the pool. It was, I'm like totally getting confused. We weren't at the pool. We were in a pool, but we weren't at the hotel pool. We were at this lagoon place. And this girl comes walking up. Her armpits were disgusting. My husband, I turned around because I looked up. She was standing on like the edge. And I look up and she's a really pretty girl. She was like really fashionable. She had a nice bathing suit on, like these cool sunglasses, necklace, like really, really fashionable and cool looking. And all of a sudden I look up and dude, her armpit hair was like full grown armpit hair. Like you could have braided this shit. My husband, I turn around and he's like, I saw his face because I knew as soon as I saw it, like he was going to see the same thing. So anyway, it was pretty gross. Oh, fuck. I forgot to wet my beauty blender. So yeah, that was gross. So anyway, that was that story. But yeah, I tried waxing my armpits and it didn't work out so well. So this is what I've been doing for my makeup the last couple of days since I got home because I can't do, I just don't have a foundation that matches me right now. I might actually have a little bit left of my Fenty one, but my skin's, I have melasma. Thank God it's not that bad, but I have some like hyperpigmentation in areas on my face. So I've been using this little MAC concealer that it's a little darker, so it kind of covers up some of the discoloration on my face. And it's also like, it's a good kind of, if you're looking for like a heavy duty concealer that won't move when you sweat, this is the one right here. It's a MAC Prolonger concealer. It's just really good. So what is everybody doing today while we're getting dressed here? Why is this thing jumping up and down? I was hoping not to see in there. Oh, I just read that. I can't stand this thing when you sweat with contacts and glasses are a bitch because they slip down. That's why my glasses are ruined. I need a new pair of glasses, which is another reason why I've been wearing my contacts. My dog got my Gucci glasses, dude. He got them. They're still like, I can still wear them, but they're, first of all, the arm is bent. But second of all, it's, what do you call it? The arm is a little bent and there's like a little missing, like you could see like an indentation from where his tooth went in the arm, the one arm. And oh my God, it's so bad. And what do you call it? And then the lens is scratched. That's the problem. It's scratched, not in my field of view necessarily, but like right above it. And oh, I'm so mad, dude. I fucking love those glasses. That's the second pair of glasses that I bought that were expensive. I bought a pair of Versace glasses years ago, and I don't even know what happened to those, but the arm broke off. It's why I don't spend tons of money on stuff. Oh my God, I look like my dad, dude. Yo, it scares me when I look in this viewfinder. Like, I see my dad staring back at me, like his whole like face, everything. You're not doing anything. I am unpacking from our trip. I'm unpacking from our trip to Oklahoma. I really dislike Oklahoma. Why'd you go there, JJ? Hey, Mojo, Mojo, Jojo, Jojo, Mojo, Jojo, Jojo. So that's it for. I'm not putting foundation. I did buy this in case anybody's interested. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow contouring thing, and I'm gonna look crazy right now, but don't worry, we're gonna blend it all out. You know what? Let me just go wet this real quick because it's too dry. And don't mind the mess in the background there. I'm not into making my bed. Ow, the water's burning hot. I definitely need this if I'm using this stuff because I don't want to get my brush dirty. I know a lot of you guys aren't like probably into concealing, not concealing, contouring. I just do it to kind of balance out my, because like when you just put plain foundation on, it looks weird. It looks like you're wearing foundation. So I kind of do this to just give myself a little natural color back, and it looks crazy. It looks so dark, and I'm not. I usually use powder, but oh wow, I almost put that under my eye. That would have not been good. I typically use powders when I do this because it looks fucking crazy, but don't worry, we're gonna blend it. I just need a little color back in just to kind of balance out my face. I just kind of go around my nose. You see people on TikTok using these fucking things all the time, and I'm like, I always wonder like, what is it? Because I never used this type before, but it's I know, doesn't it look crazy? But don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna use a brush first, and then I'll go back in with this. Where's that brush? I have a brush that already has this darker shade, and it looks absolutely. You see, once it blends out, you don't see it anymore. It just kind of adds a little little hint of color back into your skin, so you don't look pasty from from your foundation. So I see girls using the cream ones, and I wanted to try one. What the hell's in my ear, dude? And I never tried one, so I figured I would try this one. I couldn't find it anywhere on Long Island. Every time I went to Ulta or a drugstore around here or Target or Walmart, well, they didn't even have them, but they'd be sold out. Target, I think Target had it, and then Walmart had it, and it was sold out. Ooh, what happened there? That was weird. So, finally, when I went down to Florida, I go in the Target and I was like, oh my God, they have them. They had blushes, but they were kind of, dude, for e.l.f., I'm a little like, wow, that's kind of expensive. That was $9 for this little tube. And I'm like, that's kind of pricey. Hey, what's up, beefers? I was born contouring is sorcery. It kind of is. It kind of is. It definitely just adds back some color in your face. Because I don't know. I feel like when you put foundation on, it makes you look super duper pale. I'm going to use a cream blush today too. I'm not a big, super big fan of cream products, but today I'm going to be. And I'm going to use if I can find it, everything was lost because of traveling. Oh, here it is. The Milk Cosmetics. I got this. I don't know. I think I got it as a sample. And again, gonna look a little crazy. But once we blend it out, we'll be good. We'll be good. So this is I haven't put foundation on in days because I just cannot. It's really hard when you have, first of all, when your skin's peeling a little bit, which mine is. But I do feel like yesterday I was looking in the mirror while I was driving, and I was like, ooh, my skin looks fabulous, texture-wise, because I think from the peel, from the sunburn, it revealed this nice, fresh layer of healthy skin. I mean, I know it's not good to peel from sunburn, but I figured it kind of gave me a free peel. on my face. So that's it. That is it. We're going minimal with the face products, especially because it's hot outside too. And I'll set everything with powder. It highlights the cheeks. Plus, you got good cheekbones. Thank you. Hey, Kimmy C, how you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Just got back from a trip. Well, I've been back, but you know what I'm saying. Where's my Anastasia? I'm just gonna fill my eyebrows in. The first day I did my makeup when I got home with the tan, I felt like my makeup looked so weird and my eyebrows looked weird. Dude, I swear to God, a tan could just totally change your whole life. Like yesterday, we went. My son, he goes to camp, but there was this. He was like invited to this like clinic, this hockey clinic thing with the guys from. We switched organizations, so we're with a new organization this year. So we went to this clinic that they were hosting, and what do you call it? I see one of the kids from my son's team there, and I'm like, Chris, who bought him? Like, where's his parents? Because I seen all the other. There was a couple of kids from my son's team that were there, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, all right, I see this kid's parent, I see that kid's parent, but where's his parent? And my husband's like, his mom brought him. And I'm like, well, where is she? He's like, she's sitting over there. And I'm looking at this lady, and I'm like, that's not her, Chris. I'm like, you're seeing things. He's like, no, it definitely is her. And I realized that she had gotten a tan, and I haven't seen her since hockey season. So like it's been a few months. I think the last time I saw her was in like February. Plus, I think she lost a little weight, which I don't know. She wasn't like heavy to begin with, but it looked like she lost a little weight. But like, dude, I didn't recognize her with the tan. Like, she just looked like a totally different person. It was crazy. I'm like, oh shit. You're a sun bum? Who said that? It's 64 degrees. Ooh, JJ, I'm kind of jealous of that. Where are you? What country are you in? Are you here in the States, or are you in another country? I did a foot peel. Oh, girl, I've had one of those like sitting in my drawer for fucking ages. And do I have it in here? I'm scared to do it. I am scared to do it, especially now because I'm wearing sandals all the time. I think it's like a winter thing, right? You probably shouldn't do it this time of year. We used to go to the beach every summer, man. I love peeling in a whole layer. Oh, dude, look, I mean, I'm peeling all right here. You guys could see the tan lines, which I'm not a big fan of, but I bought two right before I left. I bought two really cute bathing suits from H&M. They didn't have the one that I originally wanted. They had like it was like almost the same color, as you guys could tell. I love green. I'm a huge fan of like anything green. So excuse me. I feel like it just goes good with my skin tone. Any greens really go good with my skin tone and my hair too. So anyway, right before we left, I went to go, buy it, and it was like this green kind of shiny fabric, but of course they didn't have my size. And it was crazy because like I think back in May I went shopping and I went to H&M and I bought a couple of like pairs of shorts and stuff, nothing crazy, just because I knew we were going away and I didn't want to like spend the money all in one shot. So I was like, let me buy a couple of things here, a couple of things there. So I saw the bathing suit. I tried it on. I liked the way that it looked on me, but I was like, oh, I'll come back. They'll have it. And of course, by the time I got back, they didn't have it in my size. So I was like, that sucks. So I ended up buying, they had these other two bathing suits that were similar that I bought. And they stayed pretty nice. I don't know. I've always bought H&M's swimwear and never had a problem with any of it. In fact, I still have a lot of it. Like old ones. Do I wear them anymore? No, because a lot of them are like low cut and they're not for me. Foot peels are awesome. It keeps peeling for days. See, that's what I'm scared of. That's why I don't think it's a good thing to do this time of year. Maybe like right at the beginning, I gotta do my toes. They grew. I feel like my toenails grow like, well, I guess at the same rate, but I did my nails and my toenails, which I never do. I did them the same like day, or the day, like maybe a day apart before I left. And I feel like they already need to be redone because I put gel polish on them. And dude, if you ever watch this lady, because I don't do pedicures, like I don't go to, the thought of somebody like touching my feet just freaks me out. I know I'm weird, but anyway, there's this lady, she's called the Meticulous Manicurist. I don't know if you guys ever watched her on here. It's pretty gross. Like, I hate feet, and I think feet are fucking gross. But, ooh, whoops, sorry. I hate you guys. But she kind of teaches you how to do pedicures, because if you're not into going and having somebody else do it, like myself, then it's good to watch. And she helped me. Well, she didn't like help me. Her videos helped me fix my toenail. I had like a really bad ingrown toenail that was like almost completely folded under on one side. I know it's gross, but she like showed me and explained in these videos how to fix it. So over the last year, I've been doing what she does in the videos to try to fix it. And it actually worked. It's amazing. Because this thing was like that for years because I wore heels every day, dude. I walked in heels, and you won't catch me with the talons. No, me neither, girl. Only during the winter. I give my toenails like a break during the winter. I don't paint them at all. And then when it comes that first one for the year, whew, girl, because my cuticles grow like crazy. So I just like, I can't do the pedicure thing, dude. I'm sorry. The thought of somebody touching my feet like is just weird. I just don't like being touched in general. I'm a weirdo. Like, I don't like people touching me. I don't know. My husband thinks I'm like crazy. I'm like my dad. I guess I inherited that from him because he was the same way. He didn't like people touching him, and I don't like it either. I don't enjoy it. All right, we're going to try something a little different with the eyes today. I've been going real natural with the tan. But I like the summer because I could get away with different eyeshadows colors. So, like more warmer colors, which I typically don't wear when I'm pale. But it's crazy. I haven't been using an eyeshadow primer, and I fell asleep with my makeup on last night. Sue me, okay? It happens. And I was surprised this morning because I only used this MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and that was basically like my primer. And I woke up this morning, and I have to be honest with you, I was impressed that my eyeshadow looked like it was like freshly done this morning. I fall asleep with my makeup on a lot, so I know it's bad. And you should definitely wash your face before you go to bed, but it just happens. Like sometimes I'm too lazy. I just pass out and that's it. It's over. I'm asleep. Once I'm tired, because I take melatonin at night. So like once that melatonin kicks in, I'm out, dude. It's like I need to lay down while I feel that shit, and I need to go to sleep, and then I'm just out. You have the marinara glow. What do you mean? Like a saucepan? Marinara. I got that Florida glow, dude. I just got back from there. I love me a nice tan because mine turns, like my husband, he'll stay red, and mine turns such a nice kind of golden brown color pretty quick. I know it probably doesn't look like that for you guys because the camera tends to like pick up red tones more, I guess. But it's like a golden, I'm almost like an olivey brown when I get tan. So I love getting tan. I just don't tan that easily. And it sucks because my arms and my chest are like way more tan than my legs. My legs look white still, but they're actually a little tan. I usually put self-tanner on my legs, but I didn't want to do that today because I'm going to the dermatologist and for my legs. So that probably wouldn't be a good idea. Oh, you know what? Where's that? What did I use yesterday? I'm trying to think of the color I used yesterday. Had to get stitches on my second toe when I was little. Now it's shaped like E.T.'s head. I live in New England. I swear it's been nothing but rain. Really? You're only a little bit north of me, Queen Bella. Oh, you gotta move down to Long Island. The weather has been beautiful, really. We had a lot of rain the week that we were gone on our trip. It was raining a lot, from what I understand, but it's been really nice out since we've gotten back. I think it rained a little tiny bit on the 4th of July, and then it's been otherwise it's been really pretty, really nice out. All right. Is this the same color? Hold on a second. I gotta see something. How to get stitches. Oh, I just read that. Why is this thing bouncing? Hold on a second. For some reason, my Cricut thing. Oh, are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Yo, it's so cool. I made for my truck. I took I made like I put my website across the back window of my truck. I think I posted it on here. And then I made this thing, one of those QR codes, and I didn't think it was gonna work. I was like, there's no way that this is gonna work. But sure enough, it worked. And I made the QR code so you could actually walk up to my car and just take a picture of the QR code and it'll scan it and send you right to my website. I'm like, that's so fucking cool. I don't know how those things work. What's really crazy about it is like while I was weeding it out of the vinyl, because the squares were so tiny, it was really hard to weed. And while I was weeding it, a couple of the squares, like kind of, you guys know what the QR codes are, those little boxes that have like a bunch of little checkerboard looking boxes in it. I was like, this isn't going to work, because a couple of the little boxes moved. And like once I applied them, they were a little crooked, but it still works somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how those QR things work. But it's pretty cool that it works. So why does this look like it's like not going on? And this is a good palette. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to try something different there. Happens all the time. Maybe I'll try this one. Do you have a Facebook page? I do. Like, what do you mean, like a regular Facebook page or a business one? Because I have both, but I don't share my Facebook page on here, my regular one. But you could definitely follow my business one. I have a makeup mobster one, but I'm thinking of deleting it. I don't know. I don't use it, and I don't know. I don't use it, so I was thinking of maybe just getting rid of it since I don't use it, because it's kind of like pointless to have it. But I also have a makeup mobster Instagram, but I don't use that. That I made them back when I was like trying to like seriously make a channel. But nowadays I'm just like, you guys know, I don't take this channel all that seriously. Like I'm just here to kind of bullshit with you guys. Not, I'm not looking to make like a serious YouTube channel anymore like I was back when I started it. Like I had big visions for my YouTube channel when I first started it. I was like, I was very like ambitious. If you go back and even look at some of my oldest videos, you'll see like you could see that I was fucking ambitious with the editing and shit. And then, my mom got sick and it was a lot, Jesse was a baby when I started this. So it was that was like the hardest thing, was to try to get on here and film videos, because there was no live streams. So it was really hard for me to try to get on here and film videos while he was like napping. I had to kind of try to time everything while he was napping. He was a very, very fussy infant. So it was very hard for me to film videos. So I was posting and then like I would stop. It was just like I kind of just started it because, first of all, I wanted to do like a makeup review channel, but that never really panned out. But I kind of started it because I was just like trying to transition into being a stay-at-home mom at the time. And like it was rough. It was a rough transition of being home with a baby all day. You know what I'm saying? And kind of losing that sense of purpose, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And even just not even the sense of purpose, but also just having conversations with like adults and shit. Like, I don't know. I just felt very lost at that point in my life, and then, my mom got sick. So I kind of really derailed any plans I had for my YouTube channel, which I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying like, that's what happened in my life, and then What happened after that? And then when I came back, that's when the live streaming started, and then I was like, ooh, this is so easy. And I still, I made my grief series and shit, and I made some DIY videos, and I still had like plans, but with the live streams, like I feel like if I wanted to do like a serious channel, I would just have to start from the beginning. Cause you know what I'm saying? With all these live streams and shit, like it's just not gonna happen. It's very hard to build a live stream channel, I think, that's gonna be big unless you have like a niche, like Duty Ron, or you know what I'm saying? Christina Randall, like, she does the same thing. Well, she doesn't live stream, so I shouldn't say her, but like live streamers, what's that girl? Emily D. Baker. She's a perfect example. She does a lot of live streaming, but she's an attorney, so she has like a lot of insight to offer on what she's streaming about. I'm just bullshitting with people, random bullshit. So it's not, I feel like if I wanted to do that, I'd have to pick a topic and stick with that topic. And that's just not me to stick to one thing because I have so many interests, So, and I like doing the uploads. I do, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's weird. And that didn't mess up. Just live chat. What's that? Mascara trick was the best. I know, Lisa, you love that trick. I don't even remember which one it was. Which one was it? I don't even remember. Was it the one where you mess up with the Q-tip? So, all right. I'm gonna move on right now. I do my eyes in a really weird order. Hey, Huck. How you doing? I still feel like I can't see this. It's so hot and humid in New York City that it should be legal. Hey, Alexandra, I was just thinking of you. So the other day, I don't remember exactly why, I was going through some of my older videos and I looked at the chat and like the comment section, and I realized how many people were like gone from this platform that I don't see. They might not necessarily be gone from the platform, but I just don't see them around anymore. Like they're just people I don't see around anymore. By the way, this is a great trick if you guys do wing liner. I don't know if any of you do, but I've been doing it like this for a while. I've been taking like a lighter shade, maybe like a dark brown, which I don't know. The shade I'm using now almost looks like a burgundy shade, but I've been kind of outlining it before I go in with eyeliner, if I even do. Just so like if you mess up, like I just did right there, fuck, you could fix it. I feel like with a powder, you could fix it easier. I just really fucked it up. That is way thicker than I wanted it to be, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Shit. I got to keep my eye on the time. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, see, that was a little thicker, but if you want to kind of erase it or smooth it out, you could kind of just blend it out with a brush. And it's not like you don't have to commit like you do with an eyeliner pencil or a liquid liner. You're not like making that solid commitment to it. You could always cover shadow with like concealer or something, another shadow. So I mean, I just don't participate in the fuckery. You were one of the people who I saw in the chat. It was an older chat. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, there was like a random piece of hair. You were one of the people that I actually saw when I was looking back on some of my older stuff. And I was like, oh shit, I wonder if she's okay. And then you popped in. That happens all the time to me. Like, I'll be like, oh, where is this person? And all of a sudden they'll pop up out of nowhere. I haven't been hanging around in the drama community chats lately. So I don't, maybe that's part of the reason, like, why I don't see certain people. Like, I haven't seen a lot of the people from that community because I don't go in their chats. And I notice that people are like that. If you don't go in their chats, they don't go in your chats. Some people, not everybody. So I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. That is definitely way thicker than I was anticipating, but that's fine. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. You could clean the edges up too with your nail. I'm going to fix that better, but definitely a little bit more than I was anticipating. But I'm talking to you guys, so it's like really hard to kind of focus. I don't know how people do these like makeup tutorials and talk at the same time and not fuck their makeup up. These are pretty heavy wings. But I'm going to do a little trick. Where's my brown eyeliner? I know this sounds crazy, and it probably is, but I'm going to take a little bit of brown eyeliner. I made a pretty big wing there, which I wasn't planning on doing. I'm just going to kind of go only along the bottom to kind of just darken it up. So, all right. Just in that little area. Oh, I forgot this stupid has glitter in it. Fuck. I hate this one. Why did I use this? Oh, that looks so bad. I should have titled this, Watch Me Fuck My Makeup Up. That looks terrible. Got a lot of patience for sure, those who do makeup on camera. Yeah, for real. I just love doing my makeup. Like, I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy the process. Some people hate it, but I love it. I just think it's so fun to do. If I could do my makeup like 3 times a day, I probably would. Because I do find it that enjoyable. Like yesterday, I did my makeup earlier in the day to go pick my son up. And then when I came home, we had to go back out. And I came home and I like redid my makeup pretty much. I mean, I fixed it. I didn't like wash it completely off, but like I jazzed it up. Because I could sit here and probably just do makeup all day. I don't know. There's just something satisfying about it. Especially when you get it. Like yesterday, I was like, oh, I don't want to wash this off. It came out so good. You guys ever have that where you just like impress yourself? You're like, holy shit, I did such a good job. I don't want to wash my face. And I didn't because I fell asleep with my makeup on last night. Fun fact, I don't wear makeup. I wish I was like one of those people that was like that, but I'm just not. I've been getting a lot more comfortable though, like not wearing makeup. Like I'll definitely go out without makeup on, where like a couple of years ago you wouldn't catch me outside with no makeup on. But I'm starting to get more comfortable with the idea of not wearing makeup as I get older, especially when I'm tan. I feel like I'll just throw like mascara on. I have to put mascara on because you know what it is? If I don't put anything on, I feel like I just look like my dad. Like I am a walking female version of my dad. And ain't nobody got time for that. Like it is fucking scary how much I look like my dad. Especially when my hair is back like this, because he used to wear his hair. Where is he? He's up here. Oh, it's gonna be really hard to see, but like tell me that is not me right there. That's my face, bro. Like it's scary. Well, he was young in this picture, but if you start a picture of him when he was in his 40s, and then you look at me, we look like my whole shape of my face, just everything is fucking identical to my dad. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. But I guess, oh, look at that. I have to pluck that hair out. I only play the guitar because of my sister. Your sister plays the guitar. My brother played the guitar. He was horrible at it, by the way. I mean, he was okay. He was like sometimes good, but I mean, I shouldn't talk because I played the piano, but I suck. Like, I did get they had this thing called NISMA, and I went to that, and I got like the highest rating once, but that was only once. I think you have to really be into something to be good at it, you know? Like my son is with hockey. Like he's into hockey on a different level. His passion for it is something I've never personally seen before in my life. I've never actually witnessed somebody be that passionate, especially at such a young age. I've never seen somebody that passionate about what they love to do. And I hope it stays like that. I hope he keeps that energy as he grows up, because, you know, right now he might just be into it. Like, dude, we went away in, when was it? I'm trying to think. We went away in June, this past month, right? When we left. So he played hockey. We left on a Wednesday, right? He played hockey almost the whole entire time we were gone. He played, except for the last 3 days. He didn't, you know, have hockey, but then he skated. There was an ice rink there. So he skated, okay, for the last 2 days that we were there. We get home and I'm like, there's no way this kid wants to play hockey anymore. Like, there's just no fucking way. He gets home, he's outside in the back playing hockey, shooting. Because there's this new guy. It was the #1 draft pick this year. His name's Connor Bedard. And my son will just sit there studying videos of him. And he was like, I want to shoot like Bedard. So he went out in the back and me and my husband were like, what the fuck? And then he was begging me to bring him to a puck shoot. And me and my husband are like, dude, like, I'd never seen anything like this. Like, I'm like, this kid's still, like, he played so much hockey. And this is a time for him to take a little bit of a break. And he still fucking wants to play, which is, like, amazing to me. Because I was never that into something in my entire life, dude. Like, I was never that into, like, something. I don't know. It's just, it really is amazing how much this kid enjoys it. Oh, I just fucked this up bad. I probably shouldn't have put the fucking shimmer on there. I should have just kept it matte. Why do you do that, Leanna? What? Why did I do that? Do you ever do that? You're like, why did I fucking do that? Why? I just effed it all up. I was like, good. It was good. And then I just fucked it all up. Oh, man. I like double fucked it up. Can't really fuck it up though, but damn it. I think I need to go a little higher with that. Where did I put that stuff? My son was like that with soccer. My son Brian played the guitar so well. He could play quite a few different instruments. We're not sure where you got that talent. You know, well, that's with Jesse and hockey too, Beeford. Like, Chris played hockey and he was pretty good. I mean, but even my husband, he's like, dude, he's 10 times better than I ever was. Like, you know, like, it's just not even close. My husband says, he's like, he does things that I wouldn't have been able to do at his age, you know? I just don't quite understand it. I just don't want him to get sick of it ever, which is why I always tell him, like, if you need a break, just let us know, you know? Like, tell me when oh my God, I just fucked up big time. Oh, dude, that looks terrible. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I'm going to the fucking dermatologist. I don't even know why I care this much. What do you call it? Which color did I use? I forgot. We always tell him, just let us know when you want a break, and we'll give you that break. You know? Don't, dude, there's this one kid that plays hockey with my son, and every fucking day the dad has him training like a beast. And I think it's too much. I think that the kid's going to get sick of it eventually, you know, and he's going to look at it more like a job and not like a fun activity. And that's, oh shit, I just went into the wrong color. And that's what I'm afraid of happening one day, which is why, you know, my son knows that if he's tired or needs a break, it's there for him. You know, he just doesn't ever want to take a break. Sometimes we have to like just tell him, dude, take a break. You need a break, bro. We need a break. We're all in on this shit. We're 100% invested in it. So if you need a break, let us know, because sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we have to say no because we need the break. It's not even him that needs it. It's us that needs it. Fuck. I just totally blew this whole fucking shit right here. And I'm pissed. I blew it. My girl MM in chat. Hey, Liz. The good The good Capone. The good Capone. See, when I just put that cream on, it kind of fixed my little blunder. Like, this looks just too much for the daytime. I'm a little mad. I'm a little mad at myself right now. Oh, so Ems, is Ems still in here? We're doing a fundraiser thing for my son's team, okay? And we have to go to it's a golf outing, but we're not doing the golf portion. It's at a country club, and I'm not doing the golf portion, neither is my husband. But it's a fundraising event, and there's like a golf, thing, and then after that there's a dinner, and we're going to the dinner. And I was like, I have no fucking idea. What do you wear to a country club? What do you wear to a golf outing dinner fundraiser? Like, do I have to get dressed up? I was asking the other mom I saw last night. I'm like, what are you wearing? She's like, I don't know, maybe a dress. And then I'm like, what kind of dress? I don't know. I'm like, do I have to get I mean, I'll dress nicely. I'm not saying but how dressy is it? Like, what would you wear? I know Em's golfs a lot, so she might be able to help me out. Like, so I'm not golfing, so I'm not looking for golf clothing. I'm looking for something to wear for just the outing, the dinner part. What's up, science girl? So if you have any suggestions, please let me know, because I don't know how to dress for that type of thing. I was like I showed you guys that dress I got. Where is it? I want to wear this shirt so bad, but I don't know what to match it with. I bought this shirt years ago. It's actually old, from Guess, and it was pretty expensive. And it's so pretty, but I just don't know what the fuck to wear it with. So, and it still has the tags on it. But I bought, is this not, where is it? I just saw this fucking thing. Where did I put it? I don't know. I showed you guys a dress. It's a long dress, but tie-dyed, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like too daytime dress. I don't know. I don't know what to wear to a fucking country club. Hey, figure skating coach. I just don't know. I've never been to I've been to a country club for a wedding, but not for an outing like this. So I don't know if I should just go buy a new dress. My husband's like, I'm sure you have something. I'm like, no, I don't. I probably do, but I just want something new. You guys know how it is. Whenever you go somewhere, that's part of the fun of going out and getting dressed up, is buying something new, isn't it? Is it not? You got to dress like a Jewess. Country clubs around here are filled with rich fossils. Yeah, I'm sure it's the same here, girl. I am sure it's the same here. I don't I'm not into that whole thing, nor was I I don't have that kind of money, dude. Country clubs. The only time I've ever been to a country club is for a wedding, so apparently I don't know how to dress myself for weddings. So, according to my brother's wife, I don't know how to dress for weddings. This is really hard. I feel like I need a mirror that I could move my mirror up. There we go. Don't mind the mess in the background there. I know I look really crazy while I'm doing this. I do gather that. I feel like I'm missing eyelashes from the end of my eye. What's going on here? Oh, I see this thing all the time. People talk about it. This little eyelash comb thing. In case you ever put too much mascara on, this thing's awesome. It looks a little scary, but I promise you it's not. And you could actually comb through your eyelashes with this and get out some of the clumpies if you ever fuck up like I do. Hold on. Laura's fancy friends. Ooh, Laura's got fancy friends. Do not buy something new. Find pride in one of the decisions you made last. And see, that's the whole thing, girl, is I haven't gotten dressed up to go anywhere in a really long time. So anything I have that is dressy is probably a little outdated looking. So I'm just making excuses because I want something new. And I don't even know if it'll fit, to be honest with you, because I haven't gotten dressed up in so long that some of the shit I have might not fit me. I want to wear my engagement party dress again so bad, even though it's probably like, shit, 10 years old now, more than 10 years old. But I just love it. It's so pretty. I feel like it's a classic dress. Like it'll never go out of style. Like a classic cocktail dress that I got from BCBG because they make really nice dresses. I don't know. I might have to take a trip to the mall today. Take a little spin around Macy's, see what's going on. Or maybe I'll go to Marshall's and see if they have any. Sometimes you can find like a cute, cheaper dress at Marshall's. I was watching Alicia's live the other day and she was talking about the Banana Republic. And honestly, when I was younger, I never would have shopped there. We had one in our mall and I used to walk in there and I was just like, because I was like gangsta. But I kind of wish we had one now because I feel like I would like it now more as an adult because I dress very like plain, like contemporary. That's what I call my style. I don't know if that's what my style is, but whenever I go in a store, or even look at websites, I always seem to be attracted to the contemporary section. Like that seems to be what I gravitate towards. Like when I was in Marshall's and I was looking up these clothing brands that I never heard of one day, everyone I looked up that I liked was contemporary. So I was like, okay, I guess that's like what I would define my taste as, contemporary, which I have no fucking idea what that means, but it always has been. Even at Forever 21, I know it's not like fashion, but if you go there, I always gravitated towards their contemporary section for some reason. Because I feel like I can't explain it. Obviously, I wear a lot of sweatpants and activewear, but I'm saying when I get dressed up, when I'm wearing like actual nice clothes, I feel like I have a very specific style in mind. It's kind of hard. Like I like H&M. I feel like their clothes are kind of contemporary. What is this, dude? It looks like a hair, but it's not. Oh, it is a hair. It's stuck to my head. MGL may let you borrow your age boy. Oh, dude, I seen some pictures from her vacation with her husband. I never seen somebody just try so hard to be like so like to appear rich. She's like, it's like she's on some like island. I don't know where she is exactly. And she's wearing these like heavy satin dress shirts with like puffy shoulders, and it just looks so gaudy. And I'm like, you're fucking away, dude. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I would just never. Did I put this in my eyebrows already? Because I feel like I didn't. Yeah, like who? Yeah, exactly, B-Frigs. That's what she looks like. She looks like a fucking tourist. Like it looks like she went on a website and typed in vacation wear and bought everything she saw. Cause like that's what like resort wear. Is that what they call it? Resort wear. And I'm like dude, you're in like a tropical place. Like what like just enjoy your time. I'm not gonna say like when I went to Florida, I tried to put together nice outfits, even though we were fucking hanging out in a hockey rink most of the time. But I tried to put together nice outfits for like the days that we were, just hanging out and everything. And I think I did a good job, but they were casual, just outfits, like lightweight outfits, nothing crazy. Yeah, she's Jersey trash. Like she's walking around in the fucking tropical island with bright red lipstick on. I don't know. Like when I go on vacation, I'm like, fuck makeup. Like I don't even know why I packed my makeup in Florida because I barely wore it. You want to see what my makeup was in Florida? This was my makeup right here. This fucking waterproof. If you're looking for a good waterproof, actually it wasn't this one. Sorry, it was this one. If you're looking for a good waterproof mascara, this one's fucking bomb. It's Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof. First of all, it makes your lashes look like they're fucking 10 feet long. and it separates them really nice. And it is a good waterproof one, and it's not like really ridiculously hard to wash it off, which is why, because I don't typically like waterproof mascaras, but this one I really like. I did my research before I bought it, of course, because you guys. Oh fuck! I probably shouldn't have done this yet, but all right, we'll go with it. But honestly, if you're looking just for like a mascara, because I use different mascaras for different things, but if I don't have any eyeshadow or anything on, I like a mascara like this where it just gives you a very natural but lifted kind of look. And it's very good. Even if you wore it every day. It is a little bit of obviously any waterproof mascara is going to be a little annoying to take off, but that one's not like it's not terrible. It's all right. Quickly Google's Charlotte Flair. Who's that? I never wear makeup on vacation, only when we go out to a fine restaurant or dinner. She's so like just, she's just trying to keep up. Like she wants to project this image of wealth and society, and you know what I'm saying? Like she's a woman of society, and it's just like, girl, get your fucking priorities straight. I think she spends more time on her trips taking selfies than she does like actually fucking enjoying the place that she's in. I've never seen somebody take that many fucking selfies of themselves. And it's like, dude, I don't know. She takes a lot of fucking time. She spends a lot of time worrying about herself. Is basically what I'm trying to say. It's basically. I look like her. Don't tell me that. Oh, Charlotte. I thought you were talking about MGL. Who's Charlotte Flair? I never even heard of that person. Hold on a second. Now I'm going to have to Google them. Charlotte Flair. You know what? Instead of doing it like this, I'm going to look it up on my phone. It's going to be a little easier. Charlotte Flair. How come like I never know who you guys are talking about? Charlotte Flair? Is that like Ric Flair's wife or something? Charlotte Flair. I've never heard of this person. I look like her? I wish. She's a wrestler? Is she like really? Isn't Ric Flair a wrestler? Are they related in some way? I wish I looked like her. I don't look like her. I don't look like her at all. I don't feel like maybe like our face shape is similar, but other than that, I don't know. But gee, thanks. I used to get told when I first got my nose done that I looked like Eva Longoria all the time. All the time people would say that. And I'm like, I don't think so. I wish I looked like her too, but I don't. I think that's because at the time when I got my nose done, that show she was on, whatever it was called, what was that show she was on? I don't know. It was very popular at the time. So I guess maybe that's why people thought I looked like her, because I don't hear it anymore. But I think that's just because she's probably not popular anymore. Like, what happened to her? You ever like wonder what happens to like some of these celebrities that were like huge and then like they just kind of disappear one day and you're like, where'd you go? Like, what happened to you? Oh, I love the way this stuff smells. Sorry. You resemble her. It is his daughter. Desperate Housewives. That was it. Thank you. Desperate Housewives. That was like kind of the beginning of the Housewives era. I can't believe those shows. I don't watch them. I've only watched like Basketball Wives, Mob Wives. Oh my God. What did I just do? Don't worry, it'll wipe off. Mob Wives. I heard Mob Wives was supposed to come back. Did that ever happen? Oh, that was another person. People used to constantly tell me I looked like Drita from Mob Wives, which I could kind of see that one. I definitely could see that resemblance a little bit. This one, I don't see. But I could see the Drita. I could see why people say that I look like Drita from Mob Wives. That one, definitely see that one. Definitely see that one. Drita. So, but yeah. I heard they were supposed to be coming back, but I guess it just never happened. I don't know if she was going to be on it. It was like I read about it a while back because something, I guess COVID delayed it. COVID fucking ruined everything. I was talking about this with my son the other day. We were talking about how COVID ruined everything because like even like fucking Panera, they used to be open until 10 o'clock. The one over here, they have like a drive-through that was open until 10, and then fucking that shit happened. Now the Panera hours are different. It's like it just ruined everything. It ruined our world. It ruined the world. Oh, I'm not doing. I'm not done. I ain't done. I ain't done. I really wish I didn't put this shimmery shit on my eyes today. I just feel like it's too much. It's just too much. But whatever. It is what it is. It's just makeup. We don't take it that seriously. Is this the one that... Oh, here's the... I can tell you, Judah and I are friends from high school. They ain't coming back. Oh, get out of here. No way. I heard... God, what? I'm trying to think. It was... Oh, it was Renee. That was the one. I follow her on Instagram. You guys see that? Dorita. I found out. So I am actually kind of related to one of the mob wives that are on there. She's like that was on it. She's not like the regular cast. She was like one of the ones that came on a little later. But she wasn't. Oh, what's her name? I'm not related to her necessarily. I'm related to the husband, I think. Wait, now I'm getting confused. Oh my God, I'm getting confused. Is it? Oh yeah, I'm related to her husband's family. One of the mob wives. The husband obviously wasn't on the show, but her husband is my dad's cousin. We're not like blood related, but kind of blood related. But I'll let you guys figure that one out. I'm not going to tell you because then I'll be doxing myself. It was in talks, but Judah isn't going back. What is she doing with her life then? Like, what is her... Does she still do... What did she do? Makeup or something? She had opened a makeup store, right? Or wasn't it called like Boss Lady or something? Like, what do those people do? What do you do when your reality show ends? And like, I have a cousin that was on The Bachelor. Okay. He's the biggest fucking douchebag in the fucking world. Okay. Biggest douchebag on the planet. He's a second cousin. And he made it pretty far. He was on The Bachelor, and then he was on The Bachelor, one of those like other shows. Oh my God. Was that fucking torture to watch that shit? Even like when you know somebody on the show, that show is just torture. I don't know how people watch that shit. I don't know if that franchise is even like still a thing. I have no idea because I would never fucking watch that like otherwise. But holy shit. So he made it pretty far. He was down. I think he was either the last 3 or the last 2, right? On the season. Well, he was on The Bachelorette. Sorry, he wasn't on The Bachelor. But like he's still trying to like live off of his Bachelor fame. It's pretty sad actually. But he's a fucking cocksucker. He can fuck all the way off. But yeah. But yeah, he was on the show, and it's like he's still like trying to live that fucking Bachelor life. Like, and he's still not married. And he was on it a good 10 years ago. I tried out for The Real World when I was younger. I sent in a tape. I don't even remember what happened, but I wanted to be on The Real World so bad when I was like in my early 20s. And I sent in a casting tape, and I don't know what happened with it. I don't even know what the fuck happened. But clearly I wasn't picked. My girlfriend never wears makeup. I wish I was one of those people. I do, but I'm just not. I'm just not. All right. I used to love watching. I know I loved The Real World. I just loved that show. I think I was just going through like a fucking crisis in my mid-20s. It was probably more towards my mid-20s. I might have been like too old, who knows. But I was just going through like this, like I just didn't know what I wanted to do in life kind of thing at that age. I think a lot of people go through that. It's like the quarter life crisis. And I just didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. But I didn't have the means to like move and like live on my own at the time. And so I thought that might have been a good option for me. I don't know, but it didn't work out. Oh man, what do I got? Pimple over here? What the fuck is this? Yeah, it never worked out, which is fine. I'm kind of glad I didn't do it, but I'm glad I didn't get picked now. But back then, I mean, it's not like I was like upset about it or anything by any means. I don't know. I did it. Once you do that though, they put you on this casting list, and I would get invitations to like all these like MTV things, and like to appear as like an extra. And I went to one. It was actually pretty cool. It was a fashion show, and it was in Manhattan. It was in this like really cool kind of bar in Manhattan, and what do you call it? And it was crazy. You know, it was the day I realized that I should stop being so fucking self-conscious about my body, because there was fucking supermodels, right? Walking down the catwalk. I mean, skinny as anything, these girls, and they had fucking cellulite on their legs and their asses, because I was literally standing right at the catwalk and looking right up. It was like it was pretty cool. It was like a hip hop fashion like show, and I was really into like the whole hip hop culture and the fashion and everything. I still am. And what do you call it? And so it was cool. It was a cool experience. But I was like, I couldn't believe how many of the models had bad cellulite on their fucking asses. I was shocked. I mean, bad cellulite. Supermodels. And I was like, wow, I don't feel so bad about myself anymore. I'm, you know, it's pretty normal to have cellulite on your body. I don't really, I mean, I have it on the back of my legs a little bit, but not terrible. Everybody has it. You can't avoid it. You just can't. I'm going very light with this lip liner. I think most women have a little, everybody does. You would be doing the road rules challenges. Oh no, me? Hell no. I would never, ever be doing those types of things. I am not adventurous like that. First of all, a lot of those things they used to do on that show involved like over the ocean or some body of water. And you could just count me out right there, because I am not fucking diving and I'm not falling in the ocean. Like if there's a chance of me falling off a platform into an ocean, that no way. And they did a lot of that on that show, which would disqualify me immediately. That's why I tried out for The Real World. The Real World was more my thing. It's like chilling in a house, great. Hot tub, pool, perfect. Fucking jumping out of planes, not for me. I'm a bitch. When it comes to that stuff, you ain't gonna catch me. Is this a fucking lip liner that I've been looking for? Yeah, for like fucking 2 months. I just randomly found it. Wow. It looks dark, but don't worry. Don't worry. All right. I know a lot of people when they're doing their lip liner, they like disguise this part of their lips. And I think that is like, I don't understand that. But I guess it's lipstick shapes have changed over the years, obviously. When, you know, the 20s, they used to do the short little lips, not the 20s, whatever fucking time era that was. So I guess it's kind of normal. But I don't have my lipstick up here. I think it's downstairs. So I guess we'll call it a day with my makeup, because what time is it? 2. Ooh, I gotta be out of here in like a half hour. I'll spray a little setting spray. You know what? I'm not going to use this one today. I feel like this one made me look way too oily yesterday. Where's my other one? It made me look really glowy, and I'm not into that look all the time. Cellulite is something you have or don't. I don't, but I do have chicken legs. Oh, girl, I have that too. I have chicken skin. The little pimples, like I have that all over my legs. I hate it. Luckily, though, it goes away in the summer, so it's mostly gone right now. Especially on the bottom of my legs. The top of my legs is still, I could still see it, but I know I hate that shit. If that's what you're talking about, I feel your pain, girl. And I have fucking a little cellulite. But what are you gonna do? My mom had cellulite. It's hereditary for sure. So she had a lot. And well, I don't know. She had stretch marks too. I didn't have. Thank God I didn't get stretch marks. No offense if you have them. Like, I don't know. I was very lucky because a lot of the times when you're like a thin person and then you have a baby, you get really bad stretch marks. And that I was terrified of getting bad stretch marks when I was pregnant with Jessie, but thank God I didn't. Skinny and long. Oh, you're talking about those type of chicken legs. Like they look like chicken legs. I wish my legs were skinny and long. I have short, stubby legs, long arms and short legs. I was trying to do this thing the other day on this girl's channel. She had this thing called the body. It was like this body type thing, right? And it helps you figure out how to dress your body type. And let me tell you, this was one of the hardest fucking things I've ever tried to do in my life. Like, I just couldn't figure out my body type. It's what was it, the Caressy body type test or something, and it's just I couldn't figure my body type out, like, for the life of me. I still don't understand. I would cry if I got stretch marks because I had a 10-pound baby. Ooh, you had a big baby. Hold on, let me see if I can find this thing. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but you guys will see. It's like I don't know. I couldn't figure myself out. I did it 2 times and I got it wrong both times. I got 2 different answers both times. Hold on. Body, my thing's all wobbly because I have it's like balancing on a fucking thing of paint right now. Body type, hold on. Test. I think it'll come up. We'll see. Like I just couldn't get this. I just couldn't figure it out. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Kibby, I don't know. Kibble. It's Kibby body type test. And I couldn't figure mine out. Hold on a second. MM would be a great MMA fighter? No way. I actually used to want to do like boxing or something, but then I got my nose done and I was like, I didn't pay $8,000 for my nose to get bruised. Okay, hold on a second. All right, just watch the very beginning. I can't get past
gain your weight and you can lose your weight, but you still will be same type. So number 5.
All right. Like I couldn't even get this far. I did it twice and I couldn't figure out what my body type is.
Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing a body type test. I personally don't think that 100% types exist in the world. I think we're all very different, but this is just a tendency. Which of the types your body is closer to? In my previous video, I asked you to make a photo of yourself several steps away from your body, somewhere at the chest level, in bikini.
Well, this is part of the problem. I'm not taking a picture of myself in
or underwear, so you would see the lines of your body. It's very important. Let's start. The first part of the test is about the body in general. The first thing we're going to talk about is
you guys
height. Well, sometimes we can seem taller than we are, or we can seem shorter, because some bodies have smaller head comparing to their bodies, to their shoulders, chest, and the body in general. Those people with smaller head usually look taller
Like, I don't know if my head, I don't know. I feel like my head's normal size, like to my shoulders, I guess. Maybe a little big. I don't know. I couldn't figure this one out. This is very hard.
Or people can look shorter if their head is bigger than the rest of their body. For example, their shoulders are pretty narrow compared to the head. So that gives that teenage look to the person, and she or he can look smaller than they are. The first question is, my vertical line is, we're looking for how tall you look like. A, long. People always think I'm taller than I really
am. Okay, see, now this is where it got hard for me. People, when I used to wear heels all the time, people thought I was tall. Well, I was also a lot skinnier at the time too. When I was like super skinny, people always thought I was taller than I was. But nowadays, I don't know. I don't know. People don't really say, so I don't know. So do I answer for like back then? Because people always used to assume I was like 5'6" or 5'7", when really I'm only 5'4". I have a longer look to me because I have long fingers, long body, but I don't know what the answer would be. I just don't even know how to answer this. But maybe you guys can answer your own.
B, moderately long. People sometimes guess I'm slightly taller, but not very much. C, moderate. People usually guess my height correctly or aren't at all surprised by it. D, smallish. People usually guess I'm slightly smaller and my curvy figure is more noticeable than my height. E, petite. It's very obvious to everyone that I'm small. The question number 2.
Like, I could be either people used to think I was taller than I was, or people think I'm around the height that I am. So I don't know how to answer that question.
The shape of my shoulders, A, narrow, sharp.
This one's really hard too.
B, broad and blunt.
Like, I have pretty broad shoulders, but...
C, symmetrical, even.
Like, I feel like there's like not much of a differentiation from like A, B, and C. Like, I don't know. My shoulders, I can't figure out which one mine is. I would say maybe this one, but I don't know. I can't figure it out.
D, sloped but tapered.
I love the way she says sloped. She's like sloped. Sloped.
Means pretty slow.
Like, I'm like, oh, I'll look at the first one. I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like my shoulders. And I look at the second example and I'm like, okay, that kind of looks like them too. And then I look at the third example. I'm like, I guess my shoulders are like, then I see this one and I'm like, that kind of looks like my shoulders too. I can't fucking tell. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Lot here. I was kind of going down like that here. But taper can be...
By the way, don't ask me how I even found this video. I think it just like showed up in... No, I'm sorry. She showed up in my feed somewhere, and then I just started watching a couple of her videos. She showed up with a... What was it? I don't know. I forget what it was. She showed up in my feed, and I watched one of her videos, and it led me to this somehow.
Pretty sharp here. E, slopped and rounded. That meaning... very soft line going from here, from here.
Like, it depends. Like this, my shoulders are sloped.
Okay, so like the length of my arms and legs. A.
All right, this one was another one that I couldn't answer because my arms are very long, like weirdly long, but my legs are short. I don't feel like I have long legs. Like, I feel like my legs are probably shorter than my arms are. I can't fucking tell. So, like, what would be my answer here? I think I'm just...
elongated and narrow. B, elongated and broad.
Like, I don't know. They're elongated and my arms are, I don't know, maybe broad. Maybe that's the word.
C, moderate in even proportion to my height and upper torso.
I don't think mine are in proportion.
D, small, slightly shortish.
Bro, my brother's wife has the fucking smallest alligator arms I've ever seen in my life. Ever. They're like so weirdly, noticeably fucking short. Her arms, they look like alligator arms. Like, she looks like a fucking T-Rex. And I'm like, I can't answer this question. I mean, I know my arms are short.
Small, very short in proportion.
But I feel like my arms are long, but my legs aren't. So how would I answer this question? Because there's no choice for that.
To my height and upper torso. Okay, hands and feet. Question number 4. The size and shape of my hands and feet. A. Long and narrow.
All right, this is probably the only one that I could answer, which is probably this answer, long and narrow.
B. Large and broad. C. Moderate.
Those are weird.
Large
Hold
of
on.
my hands and feet.
Look at the large and broad feet.
A. Long and narrow. B. Large and broad.
What the hell? Those are fucking weird looking feet. What the fuck? Look at the ankles compared to the foot. That don't look right. Something don't look right there. What in the fuck?
C. Moderate. Something in the middle. Not very long and broad, not small.
All right, so mine would definitely be A. This is like the first question that I could actually answer without
D.
problem.
Small, narrow, and delicate.
I wish I had small little hands.
E. Small and slightly wide. All the bodies can have different.
They have to make a separate category for MGL. They're like catcher mitts and bear paws.
Different shapes. You can whether gain your weight and you can lose your weight, but you still will be same type. So number 5, the overall shape of my body. A. Long, lean, a bit dry.
Okay, that's definitely not my body.
B. Broad, tending toward muscular.
Like, is that like you're showing me unrealistic examples? Cindy Crawford's body is not normal, so it's so hard to fucking figure out where my body wouldn't work.
Maybe slightly wide on the shoulders, or
I'm definitely wider on the shoulders, though. That I know. When I look in the mirror, my shoulders look very fucking wide compared to the rest of my body. Well, no. I mean, yeah, I guess.
The chest area. C. Symmetrical, evenly proportioned.
See, I don't know. I guess I could be considered. I don't know. I don't know where I'd fit in this one.
D. Very shapely, as an hourglass, delicate. E. Very soft, lushly curved, a ripe hourglass.
Like, whose body is naturally like that? Is there anybody in this world whose body is naturally shaped like that?
Also, we have that part of our body that is called bust line or torso. 6. My bust line, torso, is best described as A. Flat, taut.
See, like when I was super skinny, my stomach was flat, but not anymore.
I never seem to add flesh here, even when overweight.
I had plenty of flesh there.
B. Wide, broad. I tend to add a little flesh here when overweight, but not too much. C. Moderate.
I guess that would have to be mine because I definitely add, even when I was super skinny, when I was younger, I always had like fat underarms for some reason.
In even proportion to my waist and hips. D. Shapely, curved, more prominent than my waistline. My torso is slightly short and I add flesh here when overweight.
See how hard this is? Anyway, I had so much trouble. Wonder Twin, it is Ali Art here. I'll go. I'm not gonna play this whole thing, but it's interesting nevertheless, right? To figure out what kind of body type you have. Just because in conjunction with this, she has a whole bunch of videos. Then once you figure out your body type, she has a whole bunch of videos that
her upper lip, she was talking like this all the time. The way she walked, everything she took into account. This was a video. Her lips were placed a little bit.
This was a video. I think it was a video about Marilyn Monroe. I just put her link in the chat. So once you could actually figure out your body type, she has a shit ton of videos about how to like dress your body type. So, which is I think I know how to dress my body type pretty well, but it's just interesting because my body type, I feel like, changed over the years. When I was younger and super skinny, it was, the things that looked good on me at that time, I feel like don't look good on me now that I have more weight to me. So, um, definitely my body type definitely changed. Even bathing suits, even when I go bathing suit shopping, there's tops like bathing suit tops I never would have worn years ago, but now I feel like they look better on me. So my body type changed, and it was a rough adjustment, like to try to figure out how to dress myself with a little more weight on me. But I think I do okay. But it's definitely interesting because I've always found it harder the older you get dressed. First of all, I mean the older you get, the harder it is to dress yourself. When you're young, you could pretty much get away with wearing anything. But when you get older, there's so much more to take into consideration, you know? It's like where you're going, what you're doing, who you're going to be around, you know? It's harder to get dressed as an older person in your 40s because fashion, let's just face it, isn't geared towards people our age. you know it's geared towards 20 somethings and teenagers mostly. So we're kind of the forgotten part of the fashion world. And I hate like I don't know where to shop as an older person. I had well no, not that I don't now. I'm saying when I was making that transition into my like 30s and 40s, I was like, where do I shop? Like what do I wear? Cuz like, let's just say you go into Macy's, right? I go into like I'm not going to shop in the juniors department anymore, right? But I go into like the women's department, quote unquote, and I feel like some of it is just way too old looking for me, And I'm talking like when I was in my 30s. Now I feel more like when I go in there, I feel like, okay, I could walk around and some of it looks a little bit like too old looking for me, for my taste, but most of it looks like, okay, I could find something in here. Just like when I used to go shop in Marshalls, there's the junior section and the women's section. And I used to always shop in the junior section, but now I can't do that anymore. I'm in my 20s. I mean, my 40s. I'm in my 20s. I wish I was in my 20s again. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you go in there sometimes when I used to go in the women's section, I felt like some of the stuff looked too old looking for me. I know birthdays won't stop. You dress what makes you comfortable, where you're comfortable in. It's hard to dress as you were older, but there are stores. I just lost figure skating coaches. Figure skating coach, you dress very nicely. Hey, Navy Tex. It's hard to dress as you were older, but there are stores that have nice styles for older women. But the whole thing is that's the problem. Figure skating coach. Like in our mall, we have like that store, Black House White Market or whatever. I might be saying that backwards, and I feel like that's for like older, like women, but they're so fucking expensive. I feel like the older you get, the more expensive clothes get. If you want a nice suit or something, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or Ann Taylor's Loft, whatever. I don't shop in there. My mom used to actually shop there. I personally feel like that might be a little bit older than I personally, I don't know. I haven't been in there in a long time. So maybe last time I was in there, my mom was probably still around. So, but the clothes are so fucking expensive. It's crazy. But I know like a lot of older women there. There was this older woman I used to work with. Her name was Barbara, and she used to shop. All her clothes were from there, and she was so well dressed. I always felt like she looked so good at work. She was always so well put together, with her suits and everything. But she was a little older, so she was able to do that. 60 is still relatively young. That's right. Look, my aunts, well, my mom's sisters, they're in their when they're in their 60s or their late 50s, like they still dressed, nicely for their ages. Hello from. Hope you were having a good summer. Thank you. Hope you are too. The loft things I find at Ross, I love. Not older women's clothes at all. I've never been in one to see the rest. Yeah, I'd have to go. I think there's a different. Oh no, Ann Taylor Loft, right? Yeah, that's the name of it. I don't know. I have to revisit that. What is the brand that I always find in Marshalls that I'm like, I know they sell it at Macy's, and I'm like, I always like the clothes. I'm trying to think of what it is. Rachel, is it Rachel Roy? Something like that. Wonder Twin, do you follow that girl? It's two sisters and they go thrifting. They have like the worst, in my opinion, and that's just my opinion. They have like the worst taste ever, but they, I like watching them because they have so much fun thrifting. I'm not into wearing other people's clothes. I'm weird about shit like that, especially shoes. I would never put somebody else's shoes on my feet. But we were at we went to Buffalo last year for my son's hockey, and there was this other mom on our team, and she was fucking insane. This woman, fucking insane, out of her mind. They drove out here from Brooklyn for their kids to play hockey. Like, it was ridiculous. I was friendly with the mom, you know, at first. For a long time, I was pretty friendly with her. And we go to Buffalo, and then that's when I realized she was like stalking me, because she asked me a very specific question that I found very strange. I was like, "How would you know this?" Like, she asked me a very specific question about my family, and I found it weird, because I was like, "How would you know? Like, why would you ask me this question?" It was very personal. So I felt it was weird. So I was like, "She must be like stalking me on social media." So anyway, um she was wearing these fucking ugly moon boot like things, snow boots. They're so fucking ugly. I'll show you guys. Hold on, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. I know a lot of you. They're like snow boots, but if you don't live in a snowy area, you probably never seen them. Hold on, moon boot, snow boots. They're so fucking ugly, dude. Now, mind you, I have similar kind of snow boots from Sorel. But these, I like just think are hideous. I'm sorry. They're fucking hideous. Hold on. But they're trendy, and I'm sure a lot of people in Christina vibes. No, not that bad, but she was definitely overstepping boundaries, I would say, for somebody that I just knew from hockey. Like, you know what I'm saying? That I don't really know that well. I mean, would you pay $185 for these fucking things? And all right, so I know that I wear Uggs a lot, and if you guys live in a warmer climate, you guys know how hot your feet get in these fucking things in any snow boot. But imagine these things; they go up to like your knee. It doesn't look. It's kind of hard to tell in this picture, but and she was tall. She was tall. She had the biggest fucking cankles on the planet too. Hers, I don't know. This person's probably very tall, but hers went almost about up to her knee. I mean, they're just ridiculous looking, these things. So anyway, we got up in the hotel, and I have my Uggs on, and she's like, she was just one of those people. I was just so fucking pushy, like, and intrusive. Like, you ever just meet people like that where they're just like, they're so nosy and like intrusive and pushy, and just like they make you feel uncomfortable. Like, when they talk to you, they touch you a lot, and they're like in your face. Like, that was her. That was her. And so she's like in my face, and she's like, "Oh," she's like, "What size shoe are you?" And I'm like, "I'm a size 9." She's like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Me too." So I was like, "Oh wow," because she's tall. She looks like she should be a size 9. She was like 5'8", 5'9". Mm. She's like, "You gotta try my moon boots on." I was like, no. And she wouldn't fucking take no for an answer, this girl. I'm like, "No." She's like, "What's the matter? Are you embarrassed of your feet?" I'm like, "No, I'm like, I don't have socks on, number one. I was wearing my Uggs. I don't wear socks with my Uggs. So I'm like, she's like, "What's the matter? Are your toenails not painted?" Like, all these like personal, super personal questions about my fucking feet. And she's like, "Oh, just try it on, just try it on, just try it on." It's like, I'm like, why does this girl want me to put her fucking boots on? Like, this is so fucking weird. I had another weird experience like that with my brother's wife one time. Maybe that's why I got so triggered. I don't know. She was like, come on, please, just try them on, try them on. I'm like, nah, I'm all right. I'm good. She's like, come on, please. And I'm like, no, I'm like, I'm okay. I'm good. I'll take your word for it. They're warm. I gotcha. I mean, she was like really trying to force me to try these things on. I didn't try them on. Chris finally had to say something. He's like, Leanna, don't like fucking take her putting on other people's shoes, dude. He's like, she's not gonna do that, dude. She's not gonna put her foot in somebody else's shoe. Like your sweaty, fucking nasty moon boot feet. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. Like that is fucking gross to me. Put your foot in somebody else's snow boot. Like somebody that you don't know. Like if it was my husband's, I wouldn't care. Like my mom's, but like I don't fucking know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of foot diseases you have, nail funguses. Like, fuck that shit. Ugh. Fucking nasty, sweaty fucking moon boots. No thanks. No fucking thank you. No thank you. She was like, please, please, put them on. I had a similar experience with my brother's wife one time about my shoes. It was like the weirdest fucking thing. It was the first time I went over her house. My mom was watching my son. Just me and my husband went over. She was having a barbecue with her friends, so I didn't really know anybody. So I wore a little like sundress, like a regular just flowy kind of sundress, right? And then I had on a pair of like wedge heels, nothing crazy, just a pair of wedge heels like I always wear, and I get there and the first thing she does is look down at my shoes and she's like, oh my God, how could you wear those shoes? So my husband's like, he's like, Leanna could run a marathon in heels. This was at the time where I still wore heels all the time. And he's like, Leanna could run a fucking marathon in heels. She wears them all the time. She's like, you're going to break your ankle. Yeah, I'm sorry. She was like, you're going to break your ankle. Well, how can you wear those shoes? And I'm like, dude, I'm fine, And she's like, let me give you a pair of flip-flops. And I'm looking at her. My brother's wife's like 5 feet tall and she's tiny. Like, well, she's not tiny, but she's like short. She's petite. She has very small feet, very small hands. And I'm like, girl, I wear a size 9.5. I don't think. She's like, I'll give you a pair of my flip-flops. And I'm like, no, I'm okay. I was like, I'm fine. And she was like insisting that I take my shoes off. And I'm like, dude, like, why are you worried about my feet? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do you care that I'm wearing these shoes? Like, it was the weirdest thing. She was so bothered that I was wearing a fucking wedge heel for some reason. And she's like, I'll give you flip-flops. And I'm like, girl, my toes will be hanging off the end of your flip-flops. I'm like, what size are you? She's like, I think she was like a 6 or a 7. I'm like, yeah, I wear a 9.5. I'm not going to fit in your flip-flops. I'm like, don't worry. Like, I mean, she was like insisting that I take my shoes off. But we were outside. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I was in the house or anything. Like, she just, I don't know. She got like mad that I was wearing a heel at her house for some reason. It was really fucking weird. I was like, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm all right. I think I had flip-flops in my car anyway, because I always carried, if I was wearing heels, I always carried a pair of, extra shoes with me, like flats, just in case, because you never know. You might bust a heel, you might bust an ankle strap or something, so it's always good to carry an extra pair of, just flats with you. But she was like insisting that I take my shoes off and put on flip-flops at our house. And I'm like, this is fucking weird, dude. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody at some point in time fell in heels at her house and she's like traumatized. I don't know. It was very strange. But even if I would have fit in her flip-flops, I wasn't about to put my feet in her dirty, sweaty flip-flops. Like, that's not happening. Sorry. I just don't. I don't know. I got a thing with feet, I guess. I keep a big basket of flip-flops at the door of my Mexico house so people drag less sandal. Well, see, that makes sense. But she's not in Mexico. She's in fucking New York. And I don't know why she was like offended by my shoes. Like, and they weren't even like, at the time I had like some crazy high fucking heels and shit. They were just like a very basic pair of like wedge sandals. And she was like so fucking annoyed that I was wearing them for some reason. And I just couldn't figure out why. I'm like, do you not like that I'm like taller than you? Because even if I take these off, I'm still gonna be like 4 or 5 inches taller than you. So, like, are you bothered by my height? Like, what is this? Because we were outside. I just couldn't understand why she was so bothered by my shoes. She's like, your feet are gonna be killing you. You're gonna be so uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, I'm 30 whatever years old at the time. I think that I know how to handle myself in shoes at this point in my life. Fucking weird. So weird. Sounds like she was trying to make you uncomfortable or to appear caring. There's a reason. And it wasn't. I don't know what the fuck she was on it about. It was very strange because I didn't even really know her all that well, you know. And she's like insisting that I wear flip flops and not heels. Like, I don't know. It was very weird. Very weird. Yeah, she's just bossy. I think it's just a control thing. That was the same party where she literally fucking walked around with a Black Label bottle of Patron. And I swear to God, I think she drank the whole bottle of Patron by herself. I never seen somebody drink that much Patron in my life. I couldn't believe it. Mm. She was walking around the whole party with this Patron in one hand and then like a glass in the other hand. And she was like stopping to like everybody in the party, like, you want a shot? You want to do a shot? And then she would pour a little shot for one person, and then she would just take a huge fucking swig. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, don't get me wrong, I like Patron, but I couldn't drink a bottle of it. I mean, she must have drank more than half that fucking bottle by herself. Oh, Navy, yeah, I got some weird stories. Maybe didn't want her hubby and others to see. But her husband's my brother, Kate. That's the fucking weird part. You know what I'm saying? Well, they weren't married yet, but like that, it's my brother. Like that's what was so weird about it. I'm like, why are you trying to like dress me down? You know, like I don't know, it was fucking weird. Plus, I was there with my husband. Like, it was fucking weird. Oh God, Firefox. I had a guy like that at work. I started a new job, one of my jobs when I was like in my 20s. And this guy that worked in the back, right, kept coming out during the day. It was like my first 2 days at the job. And he kept coming out and he kept looking under my desk. Like, it was so weird. He kept walking up and he was like, oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, there was all wires and shit under there. And I didn't know anybody yet. I didn't know the guy. I didn't know anything about him. So I had no idea, what his position was. I just knew that he worked in the back. So I was like, I don't know, maybe he's like checking on the wires or something. Like, I had no idea what this guy was doing. But he kept coming up to my desk and he kept looking under my desk, like near my feet. And then finally he fucking said something and he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm checking your feet out. And I'm like, ew. And he ended up getting fired, thank God, like the next day. And I was like, I had told them, I'm like, yo, I'm like, that guy was looking under my desk at my feet. Like, I didn't know what the fuck he wanted. Oh my God, there's a huge cricket crawling across my fucking right now. And I'm like, what a fucking weirdo. I thought he was looking at the wires. Fucking weirdo. Wonder, I have the ugliest feet too. I'm like, why would you even want to look at my feet? My feet are horrible. Like that they're stuck. I hate my feet. Remember? Yes, yeah, she demanded that I wear a certain dress to the wedding. Yeah, the shoes thing was just like an appetizer, you know. Then it was the dress. That's when I was just like, all right, girl, enough. You're not gonna fucking pick what I'm wearing to a wedding. This is crazy. You gotta my dress, not bridesmaid. Yeah, no, you don't tell a guest what to wear. Thing. I never heard of such a thing. I could understand if you do a dress code, like you're like, okay, it's a white whatever. Everybody wears black, fine, but not like specifically. Get out of my coffee. Not specifically. You don't tell your guests, oh, you can't wear that dress specifically. You need to wear a long dress. Get the fuck out of here. I have no chick. I have not my big butts. it's long, but my two middle toes are longer than my big toe, like fingers. I have like monkey feet. Oh, I hated my feet so much that when I was a kid, I I would not even wear sandals during the summer. I'm over it now. Like, if you don't like my feet, oh well. I mean, I don't care for them, but I just have really long toes. That's really what it comes down to. Super long toes and big nails. Like my not long nails, just wide on my big toe, especially. When I paint that shit, I need like a roller, like a fucking house paint roller to paint my big toenail. I have to get off though because I dry my hair so I could go. So I got to go to the doctor's office. Yay. So I will talk to you guys sometime this week. Um, I'll be back. I'll be back. I just got to dry my hair. I got to just fix it so it doesn't look crazy. But I'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging with me while I got ready. And I'll see you guys soon. All right. I'm out.